We are here with Kenya, a familiar face from the live stream we did last time. Kenya, thanks again for being with us. Why are you here today?
Well, I'm here today because Julian Assange case for me is one of the most important cases right now. That's the root of many things that is happening in the world. And me and everyone in the planet, we have our rights to have truth and democracy as our media and our journalism. And it's not fair that someone that does journalism investigative, it's in prison.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how corrupt do you think the justice system is?
I think the answer to that's pretty obvious. I mean, looking at how long Assange has been banged up, we know it's very corrupt. So I'm looking at an 11 out of 10, definitely.
11. Can you read this t-shirt? Jail Blair, free Assange. Why are you wearing this?
Because that's what I believe, basically. We've got the war criminals roaming the streets and the innocent people who are speaking the truth trapped in jail. It's as simple as that. I was missing from my bed this morning and little one was trying to find me. We've got a little 5-year-old and our 5-year-old asked my wife, "Oh, where's Daddy today?" And my wife says, "Oh, he's gone to a free Julian Assange campaign protest." And my little one's like, "Well, why has Daddy gone to support Julian Assange?" And my wife says, "Oh, because Julian Assange is telling the truth." And my little one says, "Well, what's wrong with telling the truth?" And basically my wife explained that Julian Assange is being banged up for telling the truth by the people who don't want him telling the truth, rather than facing up to the injustices that are going on in our society. It's easier for them to lock Julian Assange up than it is to give him a voice. So that's why I'm here today, and I'm really doing it for everyone else, including my little one who needs to be able to speak.
Hell yeah. We need truth to be out there to protect all generations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thanks for speaking to me.
Okay, we are here with Sadia. Sadia, can you tell us why you're here today? I think it's pretty clear to all, but I'd like to hear from you.
I'm here hopefully to see Julian Assange walk through those doors a free man.
From the government's perspective, is that this is about making an example of Julian for that very reason. Do you think that's the case?
They're attempting to make an example of him, and maybe a few years ago that may have been necessary. You know, obviously, you know, with Chelsea Manning, who actually, you know, gave the footage and, you know, released these documents to Julian, she's done her time. And she, if you look at it in the gravity of law or whatever, Julian's done nothing ethically, legally or morally wrong. Nothing at all. He's broken no laws. He should not be in prison. Chelsea Manning did something very different. That's what has happened. So for him to be held longer in this sort of circumstance is actually, you know, out of this world. You know, they're kicking this can down the road further and further. And it needs to stop now. Come on, especially now when you look at the videos of collateral murder, and compared to what's going on in the world right now, what we're seeing on a daily basis in Palestine, it makes what Julian exposed look like a little cartoon for children. It looks like nothing. With the amount of time that's passed and the amount of other things that are going on in the world, grave things, Julian should be a free man, because when you look at him getting taught a lesson, I think there are other people in the world that need a lesson taught to them. What Julian's done, he doesn't need that.
We're here with Stella and Paget outside the courts. As you can see, it's kicking off now. It's getting a little bit noisy. So we got these lovely ladies who are going to tell us why they're here today on a sunny Monday morning at 8 o'clock. Why are you guys here today?
It's just such a landmark case for all journalists worldwide and for the freedom of journalism. And this case, for me, represents like a massive blow to democracy if he gets extradited. So important to keep him here and to set him free. Like, he shouldn't be in Belmarsh. He should be absolutely free and back home with his family.
Well, it's setting a precedent. If Julian isn't allowed to tell the truth, who is allowed to tell the truth in terms of journalists and anyone in the public eye who is defending democracy, freedom, the atrocities that go on in the world. And so it's as broad as it is. It's huge. It's as Stella said, it represents everything. Yeah. And he's just an incredibly courageous human being, as is Stella and bless their children. So they just need all the support in the world. I mean, he needs to be free today, as somebody said. Free, it's atrocious. It's an absolute sham that this country and America are colluding with everything they're colluding, and he needs to be free.